Hi everyone, it's Vicky here from Crafty Heaven. Thank you very much for joining me today. And today I'm going to be showing you how I made this bee garden swing tent fold card. And it's my friend's birthday this week and I've been rushing around trying to make this card, and I leave for my holiday in about an hour. So yeah, it was a bit of a rush, but I really wanted to make her a special card, and to be honest I forgot it was a birthday just because we got a holiday coming up and we've been so busy. But yeah, so this is what it looks like, and that's what it looks like on the side, and then that's the back. So it stands up like that, and then the bee swings side to side. So can you see it? There we go, I'll show you that way as well. And I thought this looked really cute and turned out really nice as well. So I'm going to be showing you how to make it. Majority of the stuff I used was the Bee Garden collection from Simply Made Crafts, and then there's obviously other bits that I had in my stash as well. Now I will be playing some music over the video and I'll be doing a voiceover. Yeah, I hope that you enjoy this tutorial, and take care. So for the card base, you're going to need 2 pieces of black card, one that measures 6.5 by 8.5, and the other one is 6.5 by 8. And on the 6.5 by 8.5, you're going to score it at 1/2 inch on the 8.5 inch side, and they are going to join together. If you're using coloured cardstock to add for your next layer, then you will need a piece that's 6 3/8 by 7 7/8. I haven't got gold cardstock, so I'm actually making some of my own. So I've got this white piece of card, and I'm just going over the edges with my Versamark ink, adding some gold embossing powder and heat setting that, and then that will give the effect that I've used gold cardstock. And this is a fun way to make your own coloured cardstock using embossing powders. So as you can see, I'm just heat setting that. So your pattern paper will measure 6 1/8 by 7 3/4. And as you can see, I've just added some double-sided tape, and I'm going to layer that on top of the gold cardstock, and then I'm going to lay that onto one of my black cardstock pieces, and this one is the one with the 1/2 inch section at the top. So I'm going to add some double-sided tape to the back and lay them all together. So I have this rectangle die, and this measures 5 3/8 by 3 3/8, and I cut through all those 3 layers of card, and then I made a frame as well out of my dies, and the frame measures 6 by 3 7/8, and again I used embossing powder to colour my frame. So now we're going to attach our 2 card base pieces together. So now I'm going to use this stencil. I got it in free in a magazine, and I'm wanting to do some distressing, and the ink I'm using is Mustard Seed by Tim Holtz Distress Inks. I thought the yellow was a bit too bright, so I went over it with some vintage photo just to tone that down a bit. And the white piece of card for that was 4 7/8 by 7 1/8. So I'm just going to place that inside the card, and as you can see, that looks really pretty. So now we're going to do the stand. So you're going to need a piece of black cardstock that measures 3.5 by 6 1/4, and on the 3.5 inch side we're going to score it at 1/2 inch, 1 3/4 and 3. The middle score line you're going to fold over like a mountain fold, and the other 2 end sections that we've scored you're going to make a valley fold. So the 1/2 inch sections they are going to be the ones that are going to be stuck to the card. So I'll show you here. So 1/2 inch section will go on one side of the card and the other one will go on the other side of the card, and then they will get stuck together and that will make your stand. So now we need to make the part for the bee to swing on. So you're going to need a piece of black card again, and this measures 2 inches by 1/2 inch. And on the 2 inch side, you're going to score at 1/2 inch, 1 inch, and 1.5. And you're going to make an accordion fold. Now the middle section, you're going to glue that together, and the 2 end sections you're going to fold back on itself, and it will look like this. And when we glue it into our card, we're going to line it up with the fold, and as you can see, those 2 end sections are going to be either side of that score line. So the one that we glued together, we're going to make a hole in that section for our acetate to attach to. So I'm just using my crocodile, and as you can see, we've made the hole. I've got some acetate here, and this measures 1/2 inch by 2 inches, and I'm laying the acetate over that black piece of card, and I've just repunched the hole, so we've got a hole in the acetate and the black cardstock. So I've got a brad here, and I'm just going to thread that through, and you don't want to fasten this too tight, otherwise your acetate won't swing from side to side. So now we're going to add some liquid glue or double-sided tape, and we're just simply going to glue that to the inside of our card. So now we're going to glue the stand into our card. So like I said, you're going to add some double-sided tape to those 1/2 inch sections, and we're going to glue them to the inside of our card. And there we go, and that's what it looks like. And now it was just stand up. And the stamp set I'm using is the bee collection from Simply Made Crafts, and I'm going to stamp the large bee and the smaller bees in the VersaFine ink, and then I'm going to be doing some colouring with my aqua markers. And then I'm stamping this sentiment, and I got this free in a stamp set from a magazine. So you're going to need some white cardstock to go on the back of your card to write your message, and this measures 6 3/8 by 7 7/8. And again, I'm stamping this sentiment from a stamp set that I got free in a magazine. So I've just cut up my bees, and I'm adding some foam tape to the back and popping them up on the front of my card as well as my sentiment. So now I'm going to colour in my bee, and these are the colours that I'm using for my marker pens. So I'm just adding a bit of double-sided tape to my acetate, and then we're just simply going to add the bee, and yeah, that is the card complete. I hope that you enjoyed this tutorial, and if you make this, then please share it on my Facebook page called Crafty Heaven, and I hope you all have a great day. Bye.